I don't memorize this, but I have it here and I give it to my client, and I think it's a beautiful reminder. So tell me when you're ready.
We are here listening.
To all the amazing young women out there, never forget how worthy you are, exactly as you are right now. Believe deeply in your potential, even on the days you doubt it. Celebrate what makes you you, your quirks, your dreams, your voice. Love yourself enough to set boundaries, to attract, not chase, your dreams and goals, and to let go of what doesn't serve you. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher and be that person for others too. You have a strength inside you that can change your life and inspire others. Go after your dreams with courage and remember, you don't have to do it alone. Keep shining, keep growing, and always remember you are enough.
Beautiful,
That's to
Claudia.
all the women that are listening. And I want to motivate them to give themselves permission to rest and receive,
Mm.
to speak to themselves kindly, not with judgment, and to learn to trust themselves and celebrate joy, because joy is everywhere. We just need to look for it. It's kind of like the red car. If I ask you at the end of the day how many red cars you saw, you're going to tell me probably, I don't know. But if you wake up in the morning and you have the intention to look for red cars, at the end of the day, you're going to tell me, I saw 30.
Yes.
So let's look for those joyful moments every day.
Amen.
And thank you so much. I love spending this time with all of you ladies. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Claudia.
Love you, Claudia.
Love you guys. Bye.
I think that's such a lovely transition. I don't know if any I know Siri's list on my podcast, but at the end my closing is make every day a beach day. And it really is just about finding like where that joy is, where that lives. So just thank you, ladies, for your wisdom, for your energy, and for inviting me into this space. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Oh, yeah, it was wonderful to hear everyone. I have to go get my kids too. So thanks for having us. It was wonderful.
Thank you for being a devoted mommy.
Oh,
So important.
I have to go too. I just need to go and take care of myself. It's been a long
Beautiful.
week.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just want to give opportunities for anyone who felt like they had something that came up for them, that it was extra that they didn't have a chance to share. And you're
I
welcome
wanted to share something I wrote down.
Yeah.
So you were on the Speak Truth to Live Summit with 21 speakers. One of those speakers said something so profound. She said that authenticity vibrates 400 times greater than the vibration of love. So I just feel like that has kind of come up as a theme here, and that's an important one to, like, we're saying, oh, authenticity, but then when you actually look at something like that, and please don't quote me on that, someone else saying that, but just to really recognize. And so then when we think about the authenticity of solstice and like this energy, and I'm going to do this real quick. I wrote down one word for each of you guys.
Oh.
Land, transition, community, oneness, abundance, respond, salt water, truth, and walk.
Nice.
Every one of those is a mic drop.
Thank you, Kat. I love the simplicity of just the one word.
In reflection, something that comes to me when we also talk about the worth and authenticity, I think it's the opportunity to allow ourselves to explore and self discover and potentially redefine and reinvent, right? So I find that many times we use these words, and when someone may not even know what that looks like or feels like, It's that opportunity to say, well, maybe you need to explore and discover it. Perhaps you need to take in the senses and take one or two things and say, this one feels aligned and this one doesn't, or this feels good and it doesn't. I think of myself personally, you know, through my transition, I really didn't really know who I was. I thought I was authentic, right? I thought based on what was defined to me and how I was showing up. It wasn't until I started allowing myself to discover and look at the unprogramming, right? The unlearning, the trauma that was there, the belief systems that really helped me redefine what my authenticity was. So then I could anchor in it, have some clarity of it. And that's what brought the courage. And that's why I say what I do, you know, around that clarity is like, if I'm not even sure what that is, I have literally been walking in somebody else's authenticity of who I am.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I've been walking in someone else's definition or playbook or whatever that is. So I think that's just something in reflection of that permission to discover something different, to explore in other places, to perhaps go into the unknown and the unfamiliar and be okay and say that is part of the process. Because the other thing that we've talked about is many times we go in the same direction because it's familiar. And so those things that are uncomfortable are so familiar that we will actually sit in it. So if
Yep.
I allow myself to say, you know what? It feels a little foreign. It feels a little, you know, out of place. And that's actually okay because that's part of the exploration. So that just came on my heart to share of just that piece that we're allowing women to, with that expansion is discovery, right? It is curiosity, removal of that judgment, so we can get to those clear definitions that feel aligned and anchored in who we really are.
So wise. So wise. It's
I
so
love that.
true. Yeah, go
I was
ahead,
gonna
Tracy.
thank you for sharing that. I love that because it makes me think of one of my favorite quotes: life begins on the other side of your comfort zone. We have to get comfortable with that unknown because that's where the magic is. So similar to you, I thought I knew exactly who I was. I mean, I'm someone who shows up as I am, regardless of who I'm with. It wasn't until I walked away from my career and was sitting at home with no title, no business cards, none of that, that I realized I don't know who I am. Who am I without that costume that I've worn all of these years? And if I just say I'm just a mom or I'm a wife, like it didn't feel. So that's when I had to go through my exploration to figure out who am I really when you take away all of those things. So thank you for sharing that.
And thank you, Tracy. I can so relate because that's basically when I took that leap from corporate. My mother passed, and then I
Yes.
took a leap from corporate, and it was like between those two
Ooh.
identities, what the
Yes.
heck? Right? Like, and I will
Ooh.
say too, like human design actually helped me with a bit of that identity and anchor because I'm a projector, I'm a 3/6. So knowing a bit about that as well and really aligning to that. But that exploration of I needed more than what and what I think you're coming to, I needed more than what was right in front of me. So I had
Right.
to go seek for some things that may not even been in my purview to help me with the redefining of who that person is, right? And the evolution of that. We don't have to stay in that identity. I think that's the other thing is women, we're like, we can be multifaceted, multi-passionate, and we can change tomorrow. Guess what?
Yes.
It felt good today. It ain't that tomorrow, right? And I think that's
Yes.
part of it as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Stephanie, 2-4.
Yeah, I love saying you
Yes.
don't have to be who you were
Mm,
yesterday. There's
mm,
no
mm, mm.
promise. Oh, I love this exploration of getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, getting out to your edge. And like Kat was talking about, like maybe you're shaking, but you're just going to acknowledge that you're shaking. Like, and what you were touching on, Nicole, is very much that trauma-informed information of those grooves, those neural pathways are going to feel familiar, and we'll choose the familiar hell over the unfamiliar heaven, and it is going to feel a little weird. And what is our authenticity? Because I so relate to that. Like there are so many masks that we don't even understand that we're wearing, or why we're wearing them, or that we're playing a role when we're playing that role. We don't even realize we're playing a role. We're always playing some role.
I like to call it the beautiful unaware arrogance that we all carry. right? That like
Yes.
it's just we don't know, and we show up guarded. So I don't think that the masks are on purpose. It's just the energy, and that's where the human design piece really comes in so apparent when you realize that it's not personal, it's just energy.
And it's protection.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, protection
survival.
is a huge one.
But that's
Yes.
the energy, is if you don't feel safe in someone's energy, those, it's part of that survival instinct of, I need to just make sure that I'm going to be okay because it doesn't feel safe.
And Kat, I was just going to say, when you think of horses, which I absolutely love and haven't had the opportunity in my adult life to really be around them, but you talk about energy and authenticity when it comes to horses. I mean, they know you can show up however you want to show. Like you said about the person quivering, it doesn't matter. They know. I mean, that's where the whole horse whisperer thing started, I think, where you can try to command a horse to do something, but until you get that self-regulation going, they can feel your energy. So I'm just so envious of your whole world.
Girl, it's just something unclaimed in you. So come
Yes,
on out.
I'm coming.
There are horses. You just got to figure out where the closest one is. And actually, I didn't say this earlier, and I hope you'll give the meditation you did with all of us, Siri, to your audience because it was such a good one this morning. But
Mm.
the sound I heard was hoofbeats, and the smell I smelled was horse manure and horses. And if you're looking for real horses, that's what you're looking for. That's what you're like, this is what you're listening for, because where are the horses? And again, back to that land Anne talked about and that anchoring, they're really around somewhere. They're still there. So I'm just going to encourage you to answer the call. And if you want to come out to Jackson or do something virtually, I almost showed up with the pony on set, Siri, just to have a little
Oh,
fun. I thought about it.
next time.
Logistically, it's windy. We got a weird storm happening.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
but yeah,
Kat,
they're very cool.
I've already written down that I need to connect with you. I had a very transformative experience with horses, and like they were talking to me and all the things. So I just would love to connect with you and maybe get some more insight on what that experience was.
Oh, yeah.
But it was really profound. So I have such a greater appreciation for the power of horses in healing as a result of that experience. So as you were talking, I could just sense and feel that, and the desire for more people to have those experiences and be exposed to it. I just really commend you for that work, because it's something I think now that I understand, even with children, right? Like it's such a powerful medicine that I think I can go down the systemic thing that I feel like was taken right from
Yeah.
people as a natural way of healing. So I just wanted to celebrate you and hope that I could chat with you
Oh,
about
yeah.
those experiences.
Oh, I would love to hear more. And I just want to throw out there, for those who do feel really far from horses, cats and dogs are another great
Mm.
portal. I've seen a lot of cat bombs on the screen today. Got some really
Yes.
cool kitties in here. And the gateway through animals. But yeah, horses, there's really something special. So if you feel called, yeah, reach out, answer the call. Like they're calling you for a reason.
And sort of like what Claudia was talking about, if you look for red cars, if you look for the joy, if you look for now, today, we're all going to see horses today.
Yeah, really great.
Yeah, you are.
All right, ladies,
I
I'm
love
gonna
I
go.
love when you're driving by and you're like, oh my God, horsies! And I'm shouting to like, look, everyone look at the horsies, and the kids are like, uh-huh, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hop off, guys. Go get
Thank
some water. Go
you.
go look at
Thank
the
you so
water. Go be
much.
the water.
Getting me some water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Saltwater.
Bye.
Love you guys. Thanks so much for coming. Appreciate you. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank
Love
Bye
you,
for now.
Siri.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.